perhaps too similar to the pet peeve question, and I was going to preface that by saying I hope I'm not being too candid in asking this, but you've all experienced different levels of celebrity. I mean, with The Daily Show and television, and then
some of us have experienced more levels than others.
And that's my question, you know, and different types of audiences as well, and I'm sure, especially here, we are a different type of person, a different breed of fan, perhaps. But you also have some of your biggest fans here, and I'm just sort of wondering how some of you deal with the celebrity and the different sort of levels of celebrity.
Not well.
Shut up, Bill.
I don't like that other people are more famous than me. I'll just say
Levels of celebrity.
I mean, maybe totally, I don't know, is it totally new to some of you, or do you, I mean, you sort of said that you just sometimes feel awkward because we're still people talking.
I think Will should answer this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if we're talking about celebrity.
Can I add something to my pet peeve list? Just
Never mind.
I was talking about this with my wife a couple of days ago. I've kind of been on the Vietnam of fan cruises. And it was a Star Trek cruise in like 1990. Yeah, I've seen some shit, man. You know, Paul and Storm and I travel around with Woodstock, and we started out describing it as like nerd vaudeville, and we've since sort of settled on calling it the traveling nerd carnival, because there's a much more communal feeling. The audience is as much a part of the show as what we're doing on stage, and I spend a lot of time around these guys that are like super big deal celebrities, you know. When I work on Big Bang Theory, I will go to, like the night that we tape, I'll go to dinner with the rest of the cast, and they're all my friends, and we hang out, and it's not weird, but then I listen to their like first world celebrity problems, and I just think, I don't want that, you know. Jim can't go anywhere. He has no freedom. And I've experienced that when I was a teenager, and it was weird and scary, and I didn't like it. And as an adult, the relationship that I have with people who interact with my work as a result of you know, all the internet stuff and the writing and the blogs and Woodstock and shows like this is completely different. And it's in a lot of ways, it's a lot more rewarding. And I have noticed since we started doing Woodstock and I started going to do things at PAX, that there's more of this like one of us feeling. In the Star Trek convention world, that world has been taken over by like a tiny number of promoters who are all about, how can I take your money from you? And it has created this unintended consequence of that, is that it's created this kind of expectation from the audience, like, well, what are you going to give me? And when we come to do things that are like this, and when we do things like Woodstock, it's more like, what are we going to do together?
Yeah.
And it's a totally different, I mean, I guess it's related to celebrity. Like, you're not going to be able to come up and get like Shatner to come to one of these things, you know? Well, you would, and we pay him $250,000, and he would come down and do this, and then he would go back to his room, you know? I guess what I'm saying is this particular, it's very much like Hodgman. It's a long-winded answer, but this sort of like level of celebrity where I seem to have settled in is the best it has ever been in my life. And I've been up in
Good answer. Anyone else that the issue of celebrity, a superabundance, or?
I have kind of, I like to refer to myself as sort of if someone had plucked a random audience member and stuck them up here, because I'm up here because basically I ban pasty white people who are naked on Uno.
You can do that?
Yeah.
You can do that?
I can do that. That's what I did, you know, and I banned the people who do that. So for me, it's like, it's a new thing, and it's a very fun thing, but I think the thing about being up here with everybody is we're all pretty much the same in general, and the conversations are all the same. And so it's funny to think of it in striations of celebrity for me. So it's still a new experience.
To echo what my co-panelists have said, I think the kind of celebrity that this group has is a kind of celebrity with the exception of John Hodgman. The kind of celebrity where the reason that we are famous, if we are at all, is that you know what we do. And so your appreciation is rooted in a knowledge and an understanding of the Army man. Walking around with John Hodgman, it's a different thing. You see civilians and normal people who just recognize him from TV and screech and spit.
In fairness, that's usually me too.
And I think Will experienced that, has experienced that in his life, and that's what he's describing, is that to be a celebrity to people who really know what you do is a great privilege. The torture is being a celebrity to people who don't care anything about you.
Then you're not a celebrity.
John, can you be our poet laureate for the whole cruise? Be our sort of our laureate line.
Just answer all the questions from now until the end of the Q&A.
Iron John Roderick.
Speaking as John Hodgman, I think the payoff is exceedingly rich. So I'm willing to bear
Which is terrible, I'm guessing. When people refer to me as a celebrity, I absolutely deny it, because I think what I have, for better or worse, and I think it's for better, is a very intense micro celebrity kind of thing, where I'm part of something that has very intense and kind of enduring fans. I mean, all of us who are on Mystery Science Theater, Kevin and myself and Mike and Joel and Trace and all those guys, you know, the whole 37 of us who are cast members, people keep following what we do, and it's amazing to us, and it's something to be grateful for. And it feels pitched about right for what I can handle. I don't think any more would be healthy for me. I wouldn't mind more money, I'll be honest. So, but I'll take this.
I want to say real quick too that I consider myself a pico celebrity, which is a little smaller than a nano celebrity. It is cool to be able to, like, you know, like John was saying, that people know you for what you're doing, and like I'd much rather be, you know, hey, let's go over the numbers of pi or see how far in Chicken Monkey Duck we can go together, as opposed to being a celebrity who's known for fighting and somebody just wants to see if you're actually that tough and punch you in public. So we're pretty lucky that way.
You're up, sir.
Oh, I just wanted to point out that I have this particular advantage in that I have, a certain degree of celebrity, but none of the people who know and admire what I do would ever have imagined that I look like this. So I can slip on.
Until you open your mouth.
Yeah. And then they feel a strange rage. They don't understand. Wait a minute.
Do you notice do you find yourself being recognized as you're speaking? Like you'll be anonymous in a coffee shop? And then...
It has happened to my memory twice. Once in my hometown where I was speaking and somebody heard me from behind a bookshelf. But this is the strange thing, because people hear my voice coming out of their radio or their cars or their films or whatever. And so it's just not something they understand. I always think of it, it's like the rabbits in Watership Down, numbers greater than 4. They just can't deal with it if this voice is coming out of a face near them. It doesn't make any sense. And the one time, this is a true story. I'm on the streets again, my hometown outside of Chicago, and these people are asking directions. They're set up for something, and I'm giving them directions. And this woman starts looking at me, funny. And she says to me, hey, has anybody ever told you you sound just like Michael Feldman? And I smiled, because I am indulgent. And I said, no, you're confused. You think I sound like Peter Sagal. And she said, yes, that's it. You sound just like Peter Sagal. And I said, hi, I'm Peter Sagal.